Throughout the season, it has been clear to us that Ronald Koeman does not know how to line up. We've signed so many players for big money thanks to Bartomeu, so a combination of these two mean a different lineup every game, as Koeman tries to use these players forcefully, and it seems like every time something goes wrong, and it is never perfect with Barcelona these days. So today, I'll be trying to fix that problem and making my own lineup. So this lineup will include everybody, so this is in an ideal world with everybody being fit. This is the starting 11 I would make. So starting off with the formation, I would make it a 4-3-3 because we're now playing in the 4-2-3-1 formation, and it doesn't seem to work. Something about the new system doesn't seem to click with the players, and I think we can just revert back to the 4-3-3, which everybody knows. So in goal, there's only one man it can be, and that is Markandra Ter Stegen. He is one of, if not the best goalkeeper in the world, and saves us countless of times with our bad defense, which needs to be improved, and Neto cannot compete, and even less for Iñaki Peña. As for our left back, it has to be Jordi Alba. I don't think Firpo can compete with him, but this is only for this season because Jordi is already 31 and turns 32 March. So we need to find a replacement. But for now, Jordi can be our left back until eventually he is too old to be playing in that spot that needs a lot of energy for a club like Barcelona. As for our left center back, I've chosen somebody who can change our defense, but that is if he is fit, as I've chosen Samuel Umtiti. He has come back and has been convincing for me, and the same cannot be said about Piqué or Longley, who I think can't continue as starters after all that has happened with the Champions League and Longley's individual mistakes. It's time to go for both of them, and it's time for Umtiti to come in and our right center back to come in, which is Ronald Araujo. We all know about his speed. He has really good acceleration and is really strong. The only thing he needs to work on is his short and long passing, and if he does that, he could be here for a very long time. And right now, he is honestly our best center back in the team that is currently fit, and he can be a great leader in the future. As a right back, I've chosen Serginho Dest. I feel like he's better than Sergi Roberto because Dest is quicker, more agile, and better at dribbling, and at times can even be a better defender, while Roberto's strength is only his passing. But Serginho for me is better, especially in attacking, as he can be very skillful and cross it in with ease, kind of like a young version of Jordi Alba. As my CDM not going into the midfield, I picked Frankie Young, and although I recognize Busquets and know that he has done for the club, he simply isn't as good as he was before. He is too slow, too skinny in fact to be a defensive midfielder, which worked before, but in 12 years the game has developed and now demands a quicker, more physical CDM, and that is why Frankie Young is here. A great passer, a great defender, a dribbler who can get up that field for that killer pass through, and he can even shoot at times, as we've seen through this month when he has scored 4 goals as a midfielder. So Frankie has my trust as our only CDM. As our left center mid, I've chosen Pedri, and for him, I want him to be our midfielder that attacks more, getting forward and acting as an extra man going forward. And I trust him more than Coutinho, and he can combine really well with Leonel Messi, of course. As our right center mid, it has to be Ricky Puig. Koeman just seems to have something against him, but we all know he can be really good. We have all seen it, and at the end of the season, he was remarkable. I think he can do it again, and I'm choosing him over Pjanic, because Pjanic seems to be too old, and also, he shouldn't even be at the club in the first place. As our left winger, I've chosen Ansu Pati, because before his injury, he was scoring goals for fun, and was our best scorer without a doubt. And on that left-hand side, being able to cut in, he was lethal, and it seemed like he didn't miss, something we were in need of. As before he was injured, he had the best stats in the whole of the Barcelona team when it comes to goals and assists, even better than Messi. And we need Ansu Pati back, because our players can't seem to take their chances. And Ansu Pati is the only one that seems like he can every single time. As a right winger, I've chosen Ousmane Dembélé, as his pace can be lethal for us, and although he might struggle at times to score, I'm sure he can have many assists, and we all know about his great dribbling and great pace, and an amazing goal. He can always shoot from the edge of the box with that deadly fake shot. And as our striker, I've chosen Leonel Messi. I trust him to be here until the end of the season, and there's no denying, although he can't score goals like he did before, the team is better when he's on. We notice when he's not on the pitch that we play worse, so having him there as a false 9 will be useful for him to combine with the midfielders. So in game, this is pretty much what a team would look like when attacking. You can see Messi dropping in a bit deeper, but not too deep, so he can still shoot. But from here, he can combine well with Pedri and Ricky Puig, and it combines really well with them, especially with Pedri. And on the left-hand side, you can see Ansu Pati cutting in, using the space that Messi left, and Jordi Alba attacking down that left-hand side. And Dembele cutting it a little more, but not too much, for Dest to also be attacking, while De Jong drops in deeper, closer to Araujo and Umtiti, to give them some extra cover if anything goes wrong. And this is the shape I would want in defense. I want my fullbacks deep, and I want them to be running all the game, even if it means somebody needs to come on as a substitute. I want my fullbacks to be an attacking threat, but also good defenders. The midfielders will drop in a little bit more, same thing for the wingers, and Messi will only have to cover the two center backs and be there for a counter-attack if needed. So that will be it for today's video. Please tell me in the comments down below, what is your ideal starting 11 for Barcelona? Hope you guys enjoyed, and as I always say, Visca el Barça.
Broken alone, I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found.